Finland's President Alexander Stubb has told Sky News that US President Donald Trump is feeling a mixture of impatience and frustration with Vladimir Putin. Mr. Trump has been negotiating with Russia on a peace deal with Ukraine, but the Kremlin has yet to agree to a full ceasefire.
Fresh from a game of golf with Donald Trump, Finland's president in Downing Street, with news of a swing in the US president's mood over Vladimir Putin. It was during a round together over the weekend, he says, that President Trump shared his feelings about the Russian leader and his attitude to peace in Ukraine.
Impatient, that's for sure. And, we were talking a lot about the ceasefire and the frustrations he had that Russia was not committing to it. If there was a pendulum of trust and distrust, certainly Russian activity in the past few weeks has proven that we're moving more towards the distrust side of things.
Alexander Stubb has Donald Trump's ear, but he's a hawk on Russia and had this advice, he said, in between the teeing off and putting.
I would be very distrustful, and my message to President Trump when he asked, can I trust Putin, was, no, you can't.
What did he say in return?
Well, we'll leave those things out on the golf course.
Sure, but do you think, are you getting the impression from him he's re-evaluating at least the Russian leader?
I'm getting the impression that he's analysing the situation.
Allies like Keir Starmer, who President Stubb is here to visit, will welcome a firmer line from Donald Trump on Russia. But will it make a difference? The US president was sounding irritated last night about Putin.
Some of the things that were said over the last day or two having to do with Zelensky, because when he considers Zelensky not credible, he's supposed to be making a deal with him, whether you like him or you don't like him. So I wasn't happy with that.
President Stubb hopes Donald Trump will now act and put pressure on Vladimir Putin.
I think we need a colossal amount of sanctions on the 20th of April if the Russians don't abide by the ceasefire.
And are you confident that President Trump is going to apply that colossal pressure?
I am fairly confident that he will do that.
Hopeful or confident? Is it going to happen?
More confident than hopeful.
Is there anything left that can be thrown at Putin that will make him change?
Well, there are many things that are left. I mean, the Americans are talking about oil prices, serious caps on oil. The Russian economy is hurting, and that's why we need to continue the pressure. And we can make the sanctions conditional, at least in the sense that if there's no ceasefire, we increase the pressure.
While Presidents Trump and Stubb were playing golf over the weekend, Vladimir Putin was sending yet more drones to attack Ukraine. He's met diplomacy with delaying tactics. It'll take a lot more than reports of Donald Trump having a change of heart to force him to agree to a ceasefire.